think there's an emerging independent 3D cinema possible?
Absolutely. The added cost or complication of doing a 3D movie is nominal. And I think a lot of these independent smaller movies are about intimacy and about putting people in that room with the cast that they're in. And nothing does that more than 3D.
My favorite scenes in Avatar were in the Tin Can movie, the live action stuff. I mean, it was so intimate. I just can't wait till somebody does a drama.
Look, we would love to do a drama. We think people should, because we do think it'll be more engaging.
What is the most challenging part technically to 3D? What would stop people from taking it on?
I think the most challenging part is that people don't understand it. And they don't understand how simple it is, that you follow the same normal standard filmmaking techniques and they'll work in 3D.
Just two, thank you.
Wherever I like, wherever's left.
You just said that just one place.
You were working.
All right. Thank you so much. I know I could take one.
Welcome to Fox. Welcome to the 40th anniversary of Earth Day.
And, we're very proud of it, very grateful for all the efforts of everybody out here who is drinking water from the water fountains and not bottles, and using those fun light bulbs. But nothing in the world matches the power of the right idea. And here are two guys that have proved that again and again, John Landau and Mr. James Cameron.
Well, thanks for being here on the 40th anniversary of Earth Day. Where? I think we should give it up for these junior environmentalists right here. Well, Tom's right. I was a junior environmentalist in when I was a teenager, and the first Earth Day was when I was in high school, and it had a profound effect on me then, and it didn't really find its way into my thinking as a filmmaker until '95 when I wrote Avatar, and I definitely wanted to do something that would be a big entertainment film with lots of action, lots of visuals that would draw the audiences to a movie theater, but then it would have this message. And you know, it took us 10 years before we even started the picture because of the difficulties of doing the CG back then. But we started in 2005. It took us 4.5 years to make the film. And I think there were times, you know, even when we were finishing the film, when we had doubts about its success. You always have doubts. There was a lot of negative stuff in the blogosphere about the film, but you know, we prevailed. We put it out there, and lo and behold, you know, the film fell on fertile soil all around the world. And you know, its success is something that's it's so great from my perspective that the film is that successful, because it means that the message is getting out there. The message of our connectedness to each other, our connection to the natural world. And even though Avatar takes place on Pandora, you know, 4.5 light years away, it's really about Earth, and it's about this magical, mysterious, miraculous planet that we live on right here. And it's about what we're doing to the planet as a civilization. And it's not pointing fingers at anybody in particular. I don't think these are partisan issues or people that try to make it that. What it really is we're all here, we're all breathing the same atmosphere, we're all, you know, drinking the water, we survive off the oxygen that's produced by the ocean. You know, we need the trees. So, you know, we're all a part of this, and in the same way that we're all a part of the problem of creating carbon and pumping it into the atmosphere, we're all part of the solution. And these kids right here really are what give me the greatest hope, because for them these are not exotic ideas. This is just how they're being raised with the right values. For us, people of my generation and the generation in between, it's a little bit strange to us to think that the human race can have this kind of impact on the natural world, because the world is so vast, and how can it be us? But we're doing it, you know. I just got back from Brazil, my second trip to Brazil, down there working with indigenous people and you know, dealing with energy issues there and deforestation. And you know, you fly across the rainforest of Brazil in a plane for hours and hours, and it just seems endless. And you think, how can we possibly be impacting this? And then you get to the edge of the protected area, and you fly across the area where they've cut down all the trees to make room for cattle ranches and things like that. And you fly for hours and hours, and you realize that we are responsible for significant changes to this world, and we're all going to have to do something about it. And this tree is not just symbolic. Of course, it's symbolic of this great effort that Fox are doing. And you know, I really want to applaud Jim and Tom and everyone at Fox for teaming with Earth Day Networks to do this Million Tree Initiative. And that's going to be not just in the US. This will be the first one to go in North America. These trees are going to be going in 15 countries. I think 200 of them go in Brazil alone. And reforestation is something that we really need to take very seriously, because the trees actually absorb carbon out of the air and sequester it. Everybody's talking about carbon sequestration. If we could just build a machine that takes the CO2 out of the air and holds it in the ground, it's like, yeah, you got that. It's called a tree. So, you know, we got that machine already, and they're really nice to look at too. So, in a second, we're gonna plant this tree. I just want to reiterate that you know, Fox have done not only a spectacular job in supporting us making the film, in putting the film out there around the world. The domestic and the international team have just been amazing.
Our cast, and we have CCH Pounder here today. Come on out, CC. You know, movies would not be what they are without the cast behind it, and they've been there for us from day one, and we want to thank them and everybody. So that's what it's about. And I think if you look at the movie opens and closes with the same image, Jake opening his eyes. And I think that this movie is an opportunity for the world to open their eyes. When the kids get the Blu-rays at home and the DVDs, and people around the world open our eyes and see it. And someone, and it might even have been Mike Dunn who said this to me, he said it was after he saw Avatar that he went out into his front yard and he noticed for the first time an oak tree that had been there for 15 years. So let's all take notice, and thank you all for being here today.
Hey, who knows how to do this?
Gotta come back or go down.
Lesson learned.
3D camera.
Oh. Thanks.
You guys good? That tree is like, thank God. Thank God.
Get out of the way.
Can you get the kid out of the way?
All right, let's get going, please.
All right.
Thank you. Hug the tree. Hug the tree.
Putting the tree in the ground.
You're right in front of the poster.
All the way over, Casey. There you go. I love it. All right.
Thanks, guys. Bringing you to
Turn it up. Yeah. Yep.
All right.